Hello, YouTube viewers. I'd also like to let you know that you can download this episode on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, so you can enjoy this anytime you'd like. Alright, enjoy.
Please tell me you're recording. Okay. I have an announcement. I had to join the call suddenly. The coronavirus isn't real, I'm telling you. Thursday, April 30th. Man comes in. He says he works in a lab somewhere. Didn't specify where. Told me it's fake. Hoax, guys. He said numbers are worse than the cold. Death numbers are lower than the cold, than the common cold.
Isaac, why are you running? Who are you running from?
I'm getting to that. He said the top hospital in America even confirmed it. Then they got shut down. Fast forward to today. I'm working. A government guy comes in. He says I work for the Trudeau Foundation. He says,
what could Trudeau want? What could he gain from that?
We said we know that you know, and then they planted Aria pics on my phone.
Again, guys, Arya is actually a character, a 12-year-old character that was made by
She's not 12, she's 14.
close enough. It's a minor. It's a character designed to be a minor female.
Wow, Alex.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Oh Jesus! Please!
Yeah, we have like this running gag that whoever has picked is getting hunted down by the cops because.
Josh, I'm dying. I'm gonna die, and you're just explaining a joke. You're after me.
Okay, everyone.
My wiener upside down.
Welcome
That's
to
the
the
capital
R7
punishment.
Welcome to the R7 podcast.
How do you mute someone else?
Alright, so I'm sorry, Isaac. I'm gonna have to mute you for a little bit. Okay, everyone, welcome to the R7 podcast. I am your host, Josh Luna. Over here, we have Mina Park.
What?
One of our newest additions to the panel. Mina, where are you reporting from?
What?
Mina, where are you reporting from?
Gone. I'm from Winnipeg.
You're reporting from Winnipeg. All right, over here we have Sophia. Where are you reporting from?
From my basement in my house in Winnipeg to Mina.
All right, over here we have Darian. Where are you reporting from?
In my bedroom again, except with a different background and not my window.
All right. The person whose camera is not on, the other newest addition to our panel, Braden Dickinson. Where are you reporting from?
My room in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Also, I'd like to point out, Josh, because I'm using the computer version, whenever you point to someone, it just looks like you're pointing at nothing.
Oh, yeah, same. Like, when you pointed at Mina, it looked to me like you were pointing at me.
Because we have a different layout than he does. It
Exactly.
depends on when you
yeah.
joined.
Yeah, and to the bottom of me is Alex Kett. Where are you reporting
Yeah, I
from?
saw Darian too.
Darian's window, apparently.
Hey, Josh.
Okay.
You
And
just called Alex a bottom.
I'm currently looking for Isaac O.T. Bomb, but he has seemed to ditch the call again because
He has
he's
been
freaking
eliminated.
You
out
muted
about.
him and you made him mad.
I think he got destroyed by the Trudeau Foundation.
Yeah, I muted him. I had to mute him. Sorry to all our Isaac O.T. Bomb fans, but I can't get through
I
the
had
intro.
to mute
I
it
can't.
too.
Isaac Nation will not be taking over today.
Nope, Isaac Nation will not be taking over today. But anyways, all right. So we have a show for you. We are covering the topics from Kim Jong-un's sister,
Yes.
Florida allowing crowds at wrestling shows,
Yes.
and the anti-stay-at-home protest going all around North America,
Yes.
and our opinions on where we're from, Manitoba, reopening
Yes.
stores and non-essential business. Yeah, we also have guests. We have guests that'll be coming later. But yeah, that is what we have planned so far, and let's get this show on the road. All right. All right. So we are going to be starting off with these anti-stay-at-home protests that are going all around North America.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on them? Stupid or woke?
I think it's dumb. There are people who are like doing it with masks on. Like, do you not understand how stupid you look if you're protesting like places being shut down, but you're still wearing a mask? And apparently, someone who was doing that got infected with corona. So
One whole person.
Funny.
Natural
that's still more
selection,
than
baby.
0.
Oh
Natural
Yeah.
selection.
But people are worried now because like if someone who like doesn't think that corona is real has corona, like that's probably not a good thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
COVID-19, please.
I say
I'm
they
that
have
guy.
the opposite idea of what they should be doing. Once this all ends, I want to have a anti-going to school and work and stuff protest. Like, I get to stay home all day. This is great.
Yay!
Truth. I don't want to go
I
to
mean,
school.
like, I'm still working from home, so I get what you're saying, but, like, some people are still working.
Oh, yeah.
Working from home. I thought you what? What kind of work?
I'm not gonna expose the company I work for, but I'm making, like, I do science stuff for kids.
Oh,
Yeah, we
Interesting.
Yeah.
very.
I'm still going to work.
Yeah, you're an essential worker. Wow.
That's true.
Oh boy.
That's all.
Don't give me praise.
Are you
I just
ever,
want
like,
money.
do you ever feel like a beast for being an essential worker?
No.
Like, you're, like,
feel
the
the
most
coolest
important
dude
person
the
in our
world.
society right now. Like, you are, like, top tier,
I
sir.
feel like how I usually do. I
Like our
literally
page?
don't feel any different at all.
Fair enough. Do you have to wear, like, masks and gloves and stuff?
I do wear gloves. I don't have a vest.
Okay.
I
You
don't
know,
see the
someone
point-
said to me
I don't
that
see the point
masks,
in wearing a mask unless
No.
I'm sick.
yeah, they don't protect you if you wear a mask. They protect you from other people. So, like, if you're not sick, there's no point really in you wearing a mask. So, like, there's, like, laws in some states where, like, you have to wear a mask when you go outside. But, like, why? Like, I don't, like, unless you're
I
sick,
have masks.
it's not gonna do anything, though, right?
Like,
Yeah,
it's only there to
speaking
stop
of
the spread.
America,
Like, I guess it makes
protesters
sense
are
because it's like
dumb.
then everyone has to wear one, but it's like
Yeah.
you don't like it's not gonna protect you. So
Like, it works great for people who aren't showing symptoms yet.
yeah, that's true.
but once again, this is about the protests. So, yes,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah, I think in New York, there are people singing a
Oh,
dumb
yeah.
song about why staying home is not safe and that the virus isn't real.
How
Oh,
would
dude.
staying home not be safe? Like
What,
even if
like-
corona's not real, there's still other things. Like staying
Yeah.
home is more safe than going outside.
Like, one of my close online friends lives in New York, and like, I feel so bad for her right now.
Ooh.
It's everything. It's nuts.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not only in America, but I've also seen it in Vancouver and Toronto as well.
Basically America, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, they're the most American cities of Canada.
Yeah.
Sounds like you just can't live in a big city.
Exactly.
Or you can't live in like a big like North American city because there's stupid people in there. Either way. Yeah. So, but in Winnipeg, where we're from, we have not experienced any anti-stay-at-home orders from what I'm concerned. But
Let's
And
change
so
that.
like there's some like kids who will like break it, like teenagers and stuff who will like go and like hang out with their friends, but there's no like riots going on like or anything like that.
My brother is playing soccer with other people physically.
Bruh,
as we
he better not be touching anyone or I'm gonna
Name
just
dropping brothers.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to dox him.
On to our
Uh-oh.
next topic. Name dropping our brothers.
I can't believe
yeah.
it.
All right. Yeah, so next should we move on?
Sure.
All right.
Alex, I
Yeah.
love that you're just spinning.
It's fun.
Okay. So speaking about COVID-19, what are our thoughts on Florida allowing crowds at wrestling shows?
Also,
Isn't there
yeah.
like a lot of like yelling involved in like cheering and stuff? Like,
Maybe.
wouldn't there be a lot of like speaking moistly going on? You know what I mean? Like when you yell, sometimes
Voice,
stuff
yeah.
gets projected.
Exactly.
Hey,
You
I
need to
got
stop
this new
speaking
cheer
so
idea. You
moistly
just
then.
cough on the wrestlers.
Yeah. Or like even I don't know how if corona can be transmitted through like sweat, but like if like you're like close to the wrestlers and they're like
Stevie.
wrestling and then their sweat's like flying off of them, like what if that goes into your mouth? Could you get corona from that?
Well, probably
Uh,
not.
I think you.
I don't
already
think
have a
so.
Test
problem
it out.
with what is
I know
gonna
that
be
you
in your
can't get
mouth.
it from blood, but I don't know about like I just know like some bodily fluids, but not all.
Pee.
Yeah, cause
You
like
pee at wrestling.
no, as a wrestling fan, I can confirm to you that there is no pee in wrestling from what I
Okay.
have seen. There might be somewhere. There might be somewhere in the independent wrestling scene can be a strange place at times. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
the thing
think
about crowds is kind of dumb because like
Yeah.
anyone who's gonna be in a big group, tightly packed, is gonna. It's like, it's a bad idea. So why are you doing it?
Yeah. Has Florida like what are their do you know what their other rules are like regarding that kind of stuff?
no, not really. But all I know is that pro wrestling is considered an essential business in that place.
Preach.
Well, in Florida.
Huh? How? But like tourism in some countries is considered an essential business, but like obviously that's like not gonna be happening right now. So like why would like why wrestling? Like why?
Okay, I think I have like a bit of I think I have a bit of a theory on this.
Okay.
Game
So,
theory.
all right, this is
Epic.
theory time with Josh. Okay, so Vince McMahon, the owner of the WWE, like he's friends with Donald Trump, and Vince McMahon, he's the typical he's the typical greedy businessman, and he wants money, no matter what the circumstances are. So basically, what he and his family did is they donated money to like something that was supported by Trump, and
Mm.
and because like Trump and the Florida governor are tight, are tight. Trump was able to convince the Florida governor to make an exception for pro wrestling.
Mm.
Yeah, it's some shady business.
Yeah, a little bit.
Huh.
Nice.
Didn't think I'd hear a wrestling conspiracy theory, but I like it.
Yeah. It is what it is.
I have a very reputable source saying that wrestling is used for mind control.
I heard
What
that.
is your
yeah.
reputable source? The Onion?
Uh,
I love that.
No one laughed.
I can't. Well, unlike you, I won't reveal
Don't laugh, don't
someone's
worry.
identity in a podcast.
Huh?
It's my brother. He made the conspiracy theory.
Oh,
Big
okay.
Ryan out here with these conspiracy
Stop name
theories.
dropping.
We already doxed him already. We might as well just go all in on this point.
Okay,
Yeah,
wait.
so-
If we're doxing, I should note that he didn't. He's
Oh.
completely on board, though.
Okay.
Did you know that Alex's brother invented the flat Earth theory?
Yeah,
He did?
What do you mean theory?
Flat Earth back.
Alex, can you go into further detail about this theory, or did he just straight up say?
No,
Oh.
I made it up.
Putting the blame on his brother so the government doesn't come for him.
Exactly.
It's still gonna go to your house.
Yeah, but they'll arrest the wrong person.
What if
Alex
they've
says it out
switched
for his
bodies?
brother. Oh. And we're actually talking to Ryan, and he's getting rid of Alex so he can stay true Alex. Now we're gonna get some real conspiracy theories.
I've lost track of it.
I have as well.
Lost track of what?
Is what China wants you to think.
Who's China?
Yes.
My brother.
China.
Like
China. Do
and
you
the
mean?
Queen?
Do you mean the 1990s female wrestler China from the
Oh my god!
from the World
This
Wrestling
goes-
Federation?
In Florida?
Yep. That. Nah. Yeah, in Florida, I guess. Yeah. I would live there.
And I hear pro wrestler China has been
Hey,
in
wait.
direct collaboration with John Wrestling,
Here's
inventor of
here's a
wrestling.
question, actually. If WWE is an essential business in Florida, why isn't Disneyland?
That's
Terrible.
true.
Terrible.
Would, like, technically, Disneyland, wouldn't people be like farther apart than wrestling anyway?
Never.
They could
totally.
manage that. Like they could have like less people showing up in the queues and like split them up. By,
But I
like,
think, like, I agree with what you're saying, but I also think, like, the moment Disneyland announces that it's reopened, people are just gonna, like,
oh
swarm.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
they should
So, like,
only
yes,
allow.
in theory,
okay,
if they
one.
could restrict it, but
That's kind of a hard thing to restrict. It won't be too hard to restrict if people are there, but restricting people getting there
yeah.
is the issue.
They could raise the prices on everything. Turn it from a 500% markup to a 2,000% markup.
Wow.
I mean, I feel like people would still pay a lot of money. They'd be like, oh, yeah, let's go.
Disneyland.
Woot.
Oh, I was always so jealous of the people who would like go every summer to Disneyland, and then I'd just be chilling at home like, I do puzzles.
I
like,
didn't go to Disneyland every summer. Like maybe like 4 times. I don't know.
What?
matched with my 0. Okay.
Mhm.
Like, no, I knew one girl who went every single summer, and I was like, okay, take me.
Wow.
Well, then I guess we're all just gonna have to go together someday.
Okay,
Oh.
bet.
Bet we're all going to Disneyland, boys. We are all
Road
going to
trip.
Disneyland.
Let's record an episode of this podcast from a roller coaster.
Live from Disneyland, live from the Disneyland roller coaster. It's the
It's
R7
the
podcast.
Disneyland roller
He's back in the
coaster.
Shadow Realm.
Turn on the light.
I'm back. I'm back.
Are you
Okay.
back in the Shadow Realm?
Yeah, back in the
Isaac,
shadow
you're just
realm.
on
Let me
time.
turn on
We're
my
talking
TV
about
so I can have
Florida
light.
allowing wrestling.
Talking about Isaac, just
Yeah.
so you missed it, we're currently on the topic of Florida allowing crowds at wrestling again.
And then we started talking about Disneyland.
Yes.
Okay, that's all well and good, but I have an important message. COVID-19 is a hoax, so when COVID-20 gets announced, don't buy into it.
Why are
I
you
thought they were
sideways?
just gonna skip to COVID-10.
But we only have a minute
How do you
left,
skip-
Josh.
Why do you skip from 19 to 10? You're going backwards. That's the progress.
Wait, is it actually
No,
gonna
it's
stop
like a
the recording in
countdown.
40
COVID
minutes?
number 1.
1 minute?
Check the
Number
chat,
one.
guys.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
All right.
How do I
Isaac, your
get to it?
lighting is like insane.
I only have my phone to light me.
you don't have any
and,
lights in the shadow realm?
Not unless it's my TV.
Bruh. What kind of realm is this?
The gaming
Shadow-
realm.
What?
Not-
Isaac's face
yeah.
froze and it looks like okay.
The blue
Wait,
light.
You're blue now. That's my attack.
I'm blue. Da boo dee da boo da. Da boo dee da boo da. Da
Proven.
boo dee da boo da.
Prove what?
Has the recording started again?
Yeah.
It has.
Oh,
Okay.
hi.
I want to introduce everybody to Aria. Right here.
Oh.
It's
Kitty.
for
Oh,
our
so
audio listeners.
the government
Isaac
was
is
just
currently
after your
introducing a cat.
That's
Yeah.
much cuter than the other cat that was here.
You're not talking about my cat, right?
No,
The butt.
We're talking
No.
about Braden's cat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Brayden's cat was cute.
All cats are cute.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Cats are better than dogs. Just saying.
I disagree.
This is
Well,
subjective.
you're wrong.
I also disagree.
Here's my
Aha.
first cat.
Democracy.
His name is Spider-Man.
Speaking of places that don't get the
Like
you
a
know
perfect segue.
that don't speak of places that don't sorry guys, sorry. I'm currently trying to transition right now, but the words are just leaving my head.
Mood. Me during exams.
yeah, but
Thinking
all right. I
something.
think I finally got it. Speaking of places that don't have democracies, let's talk about North Korea. So,
What?
all right, yeah.
Epic.
So,
Last episode we talked about Kim Jong Un.
all right, the last
Name
episode.
like that.
Bad news, guys.
Yeah.
This shadow.
So
Yeah.
dreamy.
So,
You said.
No, you're thinking of Dr. Fauci.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Fauci.
Oh no.
Fossey, yeah.
Fauci.
But
Aussie.
Yeah, Dr.
Yeah.
Fossey, sexiest man alive. We saw him reach his goal.
Cloud Strife even thought so.
Yeah, and Jake Paul.
Jake Paul.
Wow,
Yeah.
that was a really fun time.
No, my quarters, and by quarters I mean loonies, toonies. Those aren't the same things.
Loonies
Yeah,
and Toonies is only Canadian money.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, last time we were on the show, we talked about how Kim Jong Un is either missing or dead. But apparently, the North Korea media has found him again, but no one else wants to comment on
He's
it.
just shy.
No one
They
else wants to
found him.
comment on
He
it,
was
so there's
hidden in
still
the
a
drawer.
chance. There's still a chance that his sister might take over, and
Yeah.
we
Oh,
are
really?
gonna let's talk about that sister. You know what I mean?
I don't
She's
know
so
anything
cute.
about her.
I don't
Yeah,
know anything
actually,
about
she
her
looks
either.
like a
She's pretty
freaking
cute,
like business god.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
But
And we talked about this last time. Women can be dictators too.
True fact.
Oh,
Reppin'.
Yeah,
That's true.
she looks
Also-
like.
South Korea.
she has a very skinny face.
Yes. yes.
Yeah,
She looks like she's gonna
she
talk to my principal about my bad grades.
She looks also mean though. Like
Yeah.
because wasn't it
Oh,
their
no.
dad was in
Oh, yeah.
charge
Oh,
before?
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
she's just trying to carry on. Maybe conspiracy theory. She wanted to be the ruler all along, and so she's the one who made him disappear.
Ooh,
Conspiracy
by
theory.
wrestling him
Oh.
into the ground.
Guys, conspiracy theory 2. They're both a part of the same person. 2 halves of one whole personality.
Oh, it's kind of like how in Dragon Ball there's the fat boo and then there's the skinny boo.
Oh yeah.
Skinny boo.
Kim Jong Un is trans.
Oof. Okay. Okay. I'm
North Korea said trans rights.
Yes.
Hold
I
on.
mean,
They
no,
said
they
trans
didn't.
left.
But I can pretend that they did.
Laugh at the joke we made for Kid Icarus' downfall. It's about trans left.
Stop talking about things that don't exist.
No,
Jeez.
I will never. My pride.
My job.
My jaundice.
I had jaundice when I was a baby.
Oh,
Kind.
Nice. Wow. That's hot.
I'm fine, but I
is
did.
that what made your hair
You're
yellow?
fine.
Yeah, that's it. I was actually born with black hair, and then the jaundice made my hair blonde.
That's unfortunate.
I know.
yeah, but honestly, you know what, guys? Want to know something I realized over the past week or two?
Yes.
Kim Jong Un's sister's kind of fine.
That's what I said that.
Yeah, but
I mean,
like,
I can definitely see the appeal.
yeah.
Like if you're into older women who can boss you around, step on your abdomen.
Specifically.
I mean,
Like that kind of thing.
Yeah, but I mean, I did like stumble upon an article one night, and it's about
Ooh.
like how
One
how
night.
Kim Yo Jong's is developing like some sort of weird fan base that talks about fan fiction of her dragging them and executing punishment. And man, oh man, was it some spicy stuff that I.
That's just people being like weirdos and being like, "Hey, girl,
yeah.
Asian girl."
Hey, Sonic, there's this weird Asian girl.
Hey, Sonic! I'm writing fan fiction about Kim Jo-young.
Imagine that.
That's a Jet the Hawk impression.
That
Did somebody
was gorgeous.
If you don't know who Jet the Hawk is, die.
He's from Sonic Riders.
I barely know who
Sure, our
he
gamer
is.
demographic should be pretty familiar with that.
What's your
Every gamer
demographic?
has played Sonic Riders.
Every gamers.
Epic.
Yeah.
I've made it into the light.
I keep trying to scroll on the screen that you're sharing.
Yeah.
Maybe it's mine.
Is there anything
Yeah.
else to see?
I mean,
Or is he just
let's showcase this.
She's kind of just doing. This looks like
Real.
this just looks like regular like government stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, just kind of vibing.
It's interesting. I didn't know who she was until like all this stuff started coming up. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like,
I was
who is she?
Yeah,
I was familiar with
I
her
had
because
no
like
idea he had a sister. I thought it was just him.
Well, interestingly enough, I know Kim Jong-un has an older brother, and that he was rejected for the throne on the basis that he was too girly.
Oh,
His application was denied.
that's
Yeah.
not. Mm.
So this makes Kim Yo-jung's rise to power even more interesting.
Maybe it's
That
just
is
'cause,
true,
like,
yeah.
No, maybe
Dude,
it's
she's
just like
less
a.
girly than
Maybe.
No, it's just
brother.
like probably one of those like guys can't be like this things.
Yeah.
Like girly in general is bad.
Move you.
Also, I could just be quoting some joke I read and interpreted as true, so like take it with a grain of salt.
Always, Alex.
Wow.
Well, I know
Is she best friends with Mike Pence?
that is not your new fade shade queen. Dang it.
Oh, I saw that. Oh, BuzzFeed, of course.
BuzzFeed
Great
News.
articles.
People still read
TikTok.
BuzzFeed?
Stan. Is Kim Jong-un's sister on TikTok?
No, this is somebody else.
You tried to kill me.
What do you mean?
Yo, what if she had a TikTok propaganda
Who's
department?
this? This is not Kim
Dude.
Yo-jong on
Yeah, it is.
theguardian.com.
Quit being alive when that happened.
No, that picture on the top left.
Oh, no, it's not.
Rando lady.
Guys,
but
what if we got Kim Jong-young to be a guest in our
That would
7
be
podcast?
Bet, let's
I
do
don't
it.
Oh.
know
Yeah.
Korean.
I'll email her right now. Hold on.
Do it.
At kimyojung.email.gmail.com.
No, you have to say at
Yahoo.com.
northkorea.ca.
Oh, yeah. CA.
Yeah.
I know her email. .ca.
Okay.
Stop! I'll kill you all! Not you guys.
That's okay.
I'm subscribed to her YouTube
yeah.
channel.
But
Kim Jo-young plays.
but yeah, before I was I was cut off a bit. Like I'd like to say that I was a bit familiar with this whole Kim Yo Jung because she had like a special appearance on the Winter Olympics in Korea a couple years back.
Okay.
And then like I
Ooh,
think
that's
like
pretty
they
good.
allowed North Korean athletes to participate.
Did
that
she
Olympics.
compete?
Queen.
I wish.
That.
I wish.
Mode.
She just made a special appearance.
Okay.
Celebrity guest.
Dude,
Celebrity
did she
guest.
meet Mario and Sonic?
You know, there were some
Sonic,
rumors.
and
There were some
Kim
rumors that she did go clubbing with Mario and Sonic at
Wow.
the same Olympics.
Tensions between
Mario-
North and South Korea did ease a little bit, right?
Yeah. South Korea is like one of the best places that's fighting the whole COVID-19 thing. I think they were like one of the original places that
One of
like
the
that have some.
originals.
They were one of the
OG.
They were one of the
Exactly.
original places that have like that have contained that have weathered the storm in a manner.
No, I'm talking about like just relations between North and South Korea, though.
I don't think they talk.
You know, you want food?
I know they got that whole wall and everything.
Yeah. There are many stories of conflicts that have gone out on through that wall, but I don't know much about them. All I know is that things get absurd and wild.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, and the border's like pretty strict. Like, North Korea does not want anyone in there, so.
Apparently it's possible to travel there.
Okay, actually, I watched a documentary on this. So, basically what happened is, like, they had, like, an exchange program for, like, I think high school or, like, early university students. And so, like, these group of kids, like, went and, like, the way, like, this is all just, like, things I heard. So, like, North Korea, don't come for me. I'm just saying this is what I heard.
You're listening.
Yeah, I know. I'm scared. Like,
Yo, Jung,
no, I love her. She's a queen.
Message her on her
Anyways.
on her twitter.com.
Hey, anyways, so like they went and like stayed at like this hotel, and like I don't know, like they have like kids like performing for them and stuff like that. And like anytime you go and like visit, like there'll be like kids performing for you and like stuff like that. And it's like very like concert-y and like performative. It's not like you don't get to see like the other side of it. But anyways, so these kids were staying in a hotel, and they were like, hey, whatever you do, like don't go to the like 4th floor or whatever floor it was. And they're like, okay, whatever. And then they did one night. They were just like going to like explore because they're like, oh, what's up here? And then like this kid never did anything, but then they like found video proof that he like had taken down a poster of like Kim Jong-un, which is like illegal, like because it's like defacing him. And like they were like, oh, like now we have to arrest you, blah blah blah. And so like all the other kids got to leave, but he had to stay there. And then he was like a prisoner there for a really long time. Like there's like videos of his trial, and like it's very forced. Like you can tell that he was like told what to say, and it's like terrifying. Like I'll try and find the link and I'll send it to you guys. Like it's so cool. Not cool, but like you know what I mean. It's like interesting, and like it was like very clear. It was very clear he was like forced to say things, and then apparently he got really sick when he was in the prison, and like basically they were like, oh, like this is like a liability now, so they sent him back, but he was like basically like dead, and then he died when he got sent back to America. So,
oh wow.
Yeah. But like I think what they were like trying to do is like use him as leverage like against the United States, and so you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the happy
It
story.
was a really interesting documentary though, so
Epic.
I'll try and find it.
What's it called?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't remember. I just remember watching it. I'll try and see if I can find it.
Yeah, I remember like watching like this guy who does like travel blogs and stuff, and he traveled to North Korea, and he talked about like his experience there and like what he saw and stuff. And then I think 6 months later after his visit, he talked about it again, and then he went into detail about it, and he recommended that you don't go to North Korea just because the money you spend there is like going towards their government and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
Oh, I just found the person's name. His name was Otto Warmbier. I'll put it in the chat. I can't find the video that I watched, but there's like tons of like news stories about it. And then you can also see the first one that comes up when I search it is like a CNN thing from 4 years ago, and it's him like when he was like pleading like to like let him go home and stuff, and it's like it's really like freaky. Anyways, carry on.
Cool.
Yeah. So
1 out of 10 would not recommend going to North Korea.
Basically.
basically, yes.
Authoritarianism kind of cringe though.
Yeah. Basically, the same guy who made that video acknowledged Otto as being somewhat of a hero, because I think the point in what he tried to do was he tried to like stand up for himself in America or something. And yeah, but speaking of standing up, I think right now is a good time to stand up for our new guest. For our guest.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, stand up.
You have a
Oh, you
guess?
totally just froze.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's my internet.
Yeah. But yeah.
Brandon,
So
you're not standing up.
I am.
Got him.
all right.
Also, that was a clean transition, by the way.
Okay, y'all. So our next guest is
I hit my TV.
our next guest is someone who I've known for 15 years.
Wow.
She's kind of
long
been
time.
like one of my older sister figures growing up. She and I, we go way back.
Mhm.
We've got
Mm-hmm.
we have 15 years worth of stories to tell. And yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to our guest, Abby Francisco. And you're live. Abby.
Do I have to keep standing?
Yeah, come on, keep clapping, y'all. Keep clapping. Keep
This
clapping.
is so awkward.
Keep clapping, y'all. We got it.
I can't continue
Hi.
very long.
Hello,
Abby.
Abby.
This is
You are
incredibly
live.
taxing.
You're live.
Okay.
Welcome to the R7 podcast. How are you doing today?
I'm doing real well. Thanks.
All right. Yeah.
Woo.
Hi, Abby.
Hey, man.
Hello, Dickinson.
Stop.
Yeah, that Dickinson is one of our hosts, Braden. Yeah.
He's gone.
Except he doesn't have a face.
So is things going well from the last time we talked?
Yeah, when was the last time we talked?
No.
Oh, right. I think I might have texted you about like Terrace House one weekend or something like that.
I think you and I haven't really talked much since Terrace House took a break.
Yeah, COVID-19 took our precious Terrace House, and I'll never forgive El Corona for that.
Oh, Corona. Well, you know,
The
Terrace House
bandit.
is back. I hope.
Yeah, I'm hoping it'll be back soon too, but yeah. So Abby, you and I have known each other for 15 years, right?
15. Has it been that long?
Yeah, because I remember I came to Winnipeg when I was like 5, and like you were like one of our first family friends when we got here.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. 15 years. That sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah, 15 years. 15 years of this chaotic friendship that.
How did you guys meet?
Meet.
So Josh and I met through church, actually. His family moved to Winnipeg from New Brunswick.
Yep, that's right.
And okay. And yeah, like Winnipeg obviously isn't that big. And they came to visit our one of the very few Filipino churches in Winnipeg, and yeah, we met through like actually I was in the same class as Josh's brother, so I actually would have met him first, but we all met through Sunday school basically. So yeah.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sunday school. Yeah. Yeah. So we met through Sunday school. I don't really remember much from that time because I was 5 years old and all I did was like run around and try to fight other kids.
You were so cute, but so rowdy. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on a minute. I'll be right back.
Oh,
What?
Yeah. Hold on.
Josh is gone. We can all make fun of him now.
Josh is a toxic
Well,
gamer.
Josh is away. I shall provide some.
Where have you been?
Been kind of listening
he's been
and kind
here.
of doing this one thing that's very, very weird.
Exactly.
This one weird.
What?
Oh no. What is this?
Oh, I can't actually see my game.
Yeah, you have to like click out of it, don't you?
Oh, there we
Man,
go. I don't know if you guys can see
What
it.
happened? What happened when I left for a minute?
This is
became
what
Let's
happened.
Chaos.
Brayden,
Pure chaos has happened.
Return to the game.
Here, stop your screen
Oh,
share.
is it not on the game?
Oh.
What?
Yeah, it is.
It's
This
on the
is-
game.
This is not.
Like,
This is not.
Hey,
Too bloody.
Why are there
This is
so many
not safe
cats?
for work.
Cats?
Too gory.
Oh, there are.
Okay, guys, back to the interview.
Of course.
For our audio viewers.
So those listening on Spotify, which is something we're definitely not gonna do, I promise.
Yeah. But yeah, so we met through
Braden,
Sunday
stop screen
school,
sharing.
and I remember back in and Abby, I remember back in our childhood, we went on this big road trip. I don't really remember much from that road trip, but like, do you have like any stories about that road trip? Because it's just a blank haze to me.
Are you talking about the Calgary road trip? Because that was a wild one.
Is it on desktop?
I don't really remember where we went. All I know is that we went somewhere, and I do remember like hurting my finger in your dad's car one time.
Oh no! Well, we did go on this is probably the road trip that you're talking about. We did go on a road trip to Calgary when we were young. There's a lot of stories from that, but I think the funniest, I wasn't even part of this story, but it was hilarious because I walked in after it had happened. So your brother and one of our other friends, they set a toaster oven on fire in the hotel.
Interesting.
Okay, it wasn't. Okay, it sounds really bad, but it really wasn't.
Wait, was it an accident or on purpose or what?
No, it was an accident. But like, so keep in mind at the time we were about 13, I think, when we took this road trip. And we went to this hotel and they had an international breakfast, right? And so we went downstairs to have breakfast in the morning. And I left the two guys to, I don't know where I went. I just wasn't in the room. I went to go get cereal or something. And they went to this toaster oven. They had one of those rolling toasters where you put the bread in and it'll go on this little conveyor belt and then come out all toasted at the end.
What?
That's sick.
Yeah, so they had that in this hotel, and then there was a sign above this thing that said, "Do not put croissants in the toaster oven."
Oh no.
Naturally.
So what happened?
What, 13-year-old boys? I don't know if they didn't see the sign or I don't know what happened there, but I came back and there was a flaming croissant coming out of the toaster oven. And then, okay, nothing actually exploded or anything. They just took it out. They're like, oh my god, and then, it was just burnt. It extinguished itself and it was burnt. And then, oh man, maybe we shouldn't have done that. And it was hilarious. And then an employee from the hotel came out and took down the sign and put up another sign that said the exact same thing, but in a bigger font.
Dude,
Iconic.
I'm gonna make that my username for stuff.
Flaming croissant?
Yeah, it sounds like a band name.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the French dub of the R7 podcast.
Flaming croissant, starring Jacques Luna.
Bonjour, tournez-moi.
Bonjour, bonjour. Je m'appelle Pamplemousse.
Oui.
Salute.
Je
Salute.
suis mes amis.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So.
You guys got there.
Yeah. So, what other wild trips have you and I been on, Abby? We did go to a couple serves together.
We did go to a few serves together, and serve is always a good time.
Yeah, serve's always a bop.
I can't think of any specific stories from serve. I don't know if you can, but serve is always a good time. Basically, if you've never heard of serve, it's a short-term
volunteer trip.
Yeah, it's a short-term mission trip for youth aged I don't even know,
13 to 18 or something. I don't know. Somewhere around
13 to 8, teenagers.
Yeah,
for
teenagers
to go and serve a community somewhere in Western Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a pretty cool concept, but for us, our youth group now is about 40 people.
Yeah, we are an absolute army.
Imagine 40 teenagers crammed into a bus for a week.
That's insane.
Yeah,
That's just
it's an insane road trip with your best friends, and honestly, I love it.
Yeah.
we always have really good stories that come out of those, and yeah. So
Yeah. So can mind sharing one for us, like one you that you find most memorable? It doesn't have to specifically be about us, but like it could be something. I'll share one too.
Let's see. Can you share yours first? Because I have to think.
Okay. So this is back in 2017 when Serve was taking place in Brandon, and yeah, let's just say like that was my coming out party as during out of the many serves I've been in.
Oh, congratulations! I didn't know
Yeah.
you were gay.
Coming out as what?
Relax, Darian. I'm sorry, but I'm not. But
Why would you
yeah.
be sorry? I don't like you.
Bangus.
Yeah, but
Okay.
but yeah. So back to 2017. So yeah. So basically, I kind of took a liking to this one girl, and I was having and like, you know how like 17-year-old, you know how teenagers are, like they get like really weird and emotional about the smallest things. I was just like, and I was kind of freaking out about it for like a whole week and stuff. Like I had to go back and forth talking with my friend, like, yo, what's going on? Like I don't know half the crap I'm doing. So like I was stressing about. So basically, I was going through like a lot of stress with that, and like at the time, like I was also getting picked on by a few guys in the YouTube because like I think like there's like this running gag of that group trying to get me to fight this one guy in there.
Oh.
And one time, like I was just chilling this one time, but one time it went a little too far and I got a little too angry, and like basically I did fight him. Like it was supposed to be like it was just supposed to be like body boxing where we just punch our torsos and abdominal section. But dude, like I got so pissed, and I straight up gave a guy a black eye, and like it became like an issue for like the rest of the week. Like my youth pastor talked to me like at the night it happened, and then he woke me up early and he talked to me outside about it. But man, it was a bit of a
You
wild
can't go ham.
You can't go ham on Serve. You can't go ham on Serve. If Serve had two rules, one, no PDA, and two, no going ham.
Do not go crazy or stupid.
I used to go to like a church event, and they would always say like no purple because it's like boys are red or boys are blue and girls are red, and then it'd be like don't make purple. That was like a big thing at like our event.
Purple.
That is a common thing at a lot of youth groups.
It's so funny.
Teenagers.
Yeah, we're teenagers are just hormone enraged beast. They're just ready to get it in. You know what I mean?
I think you're generalizing.
Bakugan.
There must be some science that supports my point.
I mean, there definitely is, but
rules.
But yeah, so Abby, have you come up with a story to share?
Well, Serve has a lot of there's a lot of things that happen at Serve. Like one year there was like, just some really sleep-deprived midnight line dancing with no music. That was a thing that happened. One year somebody lost a slipper in the mud. Like I don't even remember what happened to. He was like running. Oh, okay, no, yeah, okay. So we stopped. We stopped for lunch on the way to Serve. So we were just still riding the bus. I don't remember where this one was. I think this one was somewhere in Alberta. And we stopped probably Peace River. We stopped at McDonald's on the way there. And we ride in this huge coach bus. So like we park at like the furthest corner of the parking lot and let everybody just walk because we don't want to. You can't bring that to the drive-thru. So there's this one kid who I don't know why he was running, but oh no,
Why
he was in the water. We were getting ready to leave. He was the last one to get on the bus, and we were doing a head count, and like at the end, we're like, oh, we're missing one. Where's Nico? Where's Nico? And we look, and Nico is running across the parking lot, and he
I
runs.
remember this actually. I heard
He
about
runs.
this.
He runs through this ditch, and like it just rained or something, so the ditch was wet. He runs through a ditch to get to the bus. When he gets to the bus, he's only got one slipper on, and the other foot is just covered in mud.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Bruh.
Nico,
No,
where's
I'm
your
mistaken.
slipper? He goes, oh, I lost it in that ditch. I lost my slipper in the ditch. And I'm like, do you want to go back for it? Like, I don't think it's worth it anymore. Let's just go. And so I think we just left the slipper in the ditch.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And
Yeah.
was his other foot still all muddy, like the whole bus trip?
Well, we had like a bathroom on board, so we had
Epic.
water that we could like. He washed his foot in the sink or something. But
Oh, okay.
Well, that's
yeah,
That reminds me of a story I heard like from a band trip. Well, it wasn't on anything that it wasn't on any trip that I was on. Just a trip for people older than us. That's kind of it.
Yeah, it was a similar situation, Darian.
Yeah, bus left, and they're like, "Oh, we don't have this guy."
Oh,
And then he's
wasn't it
kinda
Yubin?
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, Yubin got stranded. Yeah, I heard about this
Oh,
too.
In Japan.
In Japan.
Oh,
And like I
that's so
remember
funny.
like hearing like the same stories about like I remember hearing something about Yubin like telling like everyone else on the trip, hey, don't tell anyone else here that I'm Korean. Cuz he's in Japan and he's a Korean, and apparently they're like cultural rivals. But yeah. I love Nico. For anyone who doesn't know, which includes people in this chat, like Nico probably has like some of the best serve moments. Like there's like this one serve where he brought a straight up rice cooker.
on a bus.
I feel like that was more than one serve. I feel like he's done that more than one occasion.
Yeah, he's
Is Nico
definitely
the guy with the iPad who would like show people B movie or something?
No. That okay. That's gonna we'll cover that for another episode.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah.
Sequel hook. I
I
like
don't remember who this person is.
Alright guys. We've said too much.
Is that the same guy you
government's
told me
gonna
about
get
when we
it.
filmed Mario Maker Time?
Hey! I said we said too much. Okay. All right. So let's talk about like some more recent stories.
You have 3
So
minutes.
remember that time where we both found out that we loved Terrace House?
That was a really good day.
It really was a good day.
That was a good day. Did we get milk tea that day?
Oh yeah, we brought milk tea to your guys' place, and I'm pretty sure like right before then, like I ate like an entire like bowl of like scorching hot chicken wings, and then we also brought you guys bubble tea too, and yeah, I think
Oh yeah,
later
that was really nice. Yes.
yeah, because like I'm pretty sure like everyone else was just like talking, and then I was just like talking to you, and I was all like, I'm bored. Can I? Do you have like Netflix? I kind of feel like watching Terrace House right now, and then you're like, oh, Terrace House, and then like I just started talking. Then we just started talking about like Terrace House things and stuff, and then like then I got you started on part 2 of the current season.
Yes, because I hadn't seen it yet, and then we made everybody else watch it with us. That was great.
Yeah, and
we
then
made it
we
into a group activity.
and then we stopped watching it, and then we started because like that was like also the same night of the NBA All-Star game. Yeah, we
Yes,
also
so we had to stop.
What a
Yeah.
day.
yeah.
No, it was a good day.
It was a good day. It was a good day. And like I remember like we were also gonna like skip some Japanese food order over, and I'm pretty sure we had like this one idea where we'd open the door for whoever's gonna deliver the food, and I was just gonna walk in and be like, welcome to our palace! Are you the driver that has our Japanese food? Like,
Oh
remember
wait, I got
was-
interrupted. Looks like we're gonna get cut off again. Like I see a
Oh,
thing
yeah.
saying less than a minute.
Oh,
So I
It
guess
says 135 for me.
Me too.
Oh,
yeah. So I guess
maybe only I have less than a minute.
Maybe it's because we all
Alex is
joined at
getting
different
kicked
times.
first.
Alex.
The clock
I'm
is
gonna die.
ticking.
the clock is ticking,
No.
and the clock
Gun.
is also ticking on this segment. So yeah. I think we've had quite a good interview. So got any last words before you before you go
Am I
Abby?
gonna die
Any
now?
last words?
You're gonna die on this.
Kill
You're gonna
all
die
our
on this
guests.
Oh my
podcast.
The clock is ticking on me? Okay.
You have less than a minute remaining.
Oh no!
Nina,
Okay,
why
well,
aren't you pointing a gun at the
thanks
screen?
for having me on the show, guys.
No, thank you for pulling through. We've really enjoyed your time. We thank you for the stories.
Yeah,
Thank
thumbs
you
up
for-
is better.
Yeah, thank you for all
My
the
thumb is
throwback
up.
thank you for like the throwback to the early 2010s and the 2000s.
Thanks for
Done.
telling us stories. They were really exciting.
Yeah, your time was really appreciated here. Yeah, thanks for spending your time with us. All right.
Opinions on countdowns?
Okay. So thank you. Thanks to Abby Francisco for that wonderful interview.
Thanks, B.
Yeah,
You're
so
welcome.
so our next topic that we will be covering is our own personal opinions on Manitoba easing the restrictions on COVID-19 in the province. And yeah, so let's talk about what that is.
I
So-
don't
never
like it.
leave. I'm
I
stuck
think
here.
it's too early. It doesn't make sense. Why? Okay, I heard I like saw the stats for like another city like in I don't know Europe or something. It was like St. Louis or something. They had flattened the curve.
St. Louis is in America.
Okay, then it wasn't St. Louis. It wasn't American. But they had flattened the curve and then they had like lifted restrictions and then they peaked like way higher than they had originally peaked.
Ooh,
So, like-
second wave.
Like why like that doesn't make sense if we have more cases now than we did when we initially shut down. So like that doesn't really make sense to be like, let's just open it up. Because the moment people open it up, you know that people are not going to be socially distancing anymore. Like people are going to think that it's like, oh, free at last. Like let's go hang out with all our friends. And
Everything's
it doesn't
fine.
make sense to me. I just think
Well, I
people are
mean-
too dumb to take it.
Editing software from
well.
Darien.
Georgia
Yeah.
did the same thing. They opened up their state, and the first day it opened up, 1,200 new cases.
Exactly. Like it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I think there's like a lot of pressure because like I'm pretty sure the Canadian government's taking a big hit with the economy.
But like Manitoba opening up is like probably a big part of the economy as like like suffering hard because of like how many cases they're getting a day because people are idiots there and in Quebec like they're like do you know how many they get like 800 cases a day, like it doesn't make sense. So like opening up Manitoba's economy isn't going to make Canada's economy just like we're great.
Yeah, but I
What are you
mean
talking about? They need prairies.
I mean
We have mustard.
we have farmland.
You know, something about mustard. It's actually there's actually a percentage of mustard in animal crackers.
Oh,
Ooh,
what percentage?
8%.
I don't remember, but
30.
there's mustard in animal crackers.
There's
Is there mustard in Animal Crossing?
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah.
AC also stands for Assassin's Creed.
And air conditioning.
What is everyone else's opinion on it opening?
Opening up. On my opinion on it is that like I'm also like a bit iffy about it because like okay, like I get that you need to start reopening things soon or else the economy is gonna crash like to a point of like no return or something like that. Like I get at some point you're gonna have to reopen it, but I feel like yeah, it's just like I feel like I also agree with you, Sophia, that it's a bit too early to like get things going again. But I feel like if they're doing anything, I feel like I feel like if reopening is sorry, like I'm probably gonna have to cut this starter out in post. But if they're going to have to reopen anything, like I think it would have to be in phases and
Well, that's kind of what they're doing, but it's like I don't know. It feels very soon to me.
yeah,
They should open McDougall.
I mean, like,
yeah.
opening businesses makes sense so that people can get paid and do all that stuff.
But do
But
you
like
know
people are
Palliser?
treating it like it's something that it's not.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about is like dumb people thinking
Yeah,
that it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
more
yeah.
than it is. But like
Yeah.
also Palliser doesn't like CERB from what I've heard. So like I don't know, to me it seems like he's just like opening up businesses so that people won't be eligible for CERB anymore. Like he thinks it's dumb. So it's like kind of like ulterior motives a little bit and like he wants to build up the economy. So like I don't know, he also tried to cut 30% from universities. So like this man is like not like why?
This
He
man.
also hates
Snap of your
healthcare.
fingers. 30% of
Right.
universities will lose their funding.
Actually, I despise healthcare.
Yeah, but
You need help to live? Boo.
Yeah.
Cringe.
but in my personal opinion, even though like restrictions are being eased, I'm still not gonna go out.
Yeah, I'm staying home still and staying
Yeah.
isolated
Yeah,
as
Hey.
much as I can.
Yeah, it's the
I think it'd be safe to like walk to like that park that some of our houses are nearby and just
Oh,
like
yeah.
wave at each other from afar.
Yeah.
Oh, we can.
That's
Well-
how we should film the next podcast.
That's
Well,
so
my-
far for me and Mina.
'Cause, like,
Actually, Mina's probably pretty close,
Some
but like I'm
so
not.
like my dad's actually been hanging out with some of his friends, like going golfing and stuff, and hanging out like in an outside area.
That's crazy.
Like
That's
he's
cringe.
He's still like it's
Fail.
possible. It is possible to hang out with people in person and do it like in a safer way.
Yeah.
yeah, like I
But
remember
I
like
think a lot of people aren't doing that.
yeah,
I don't think that's
true.
entirely the problem. I think the problem is just people going out to do what they want to do, and then being like, "It's open now. I'm not gonna get sick. I
Yeah.
can get a haircut and cough all over anything I want."
Well, and yeah, because like there could be the issue of like people who have symptoms, or like even people who are not symptomatic yet, and then going out without a mask and like
You
know.
know, they just like lick your face out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You have
And
it.
they're all like, guys, I've been diagnosed with ligma.
Exactly.
And then you say, "What's ligma?" And then they cough on your face.
Then they say,
That's
Steve
the real
Jobs is
joke.
the founder and CEO of Apple.com.
Okay, yeah.
Getting ligma balls.
Yeah, but at the same time, like I kind of anticipated the reopening of Manitoba just because our cases were looking really good lately. We don't know like what the future holds.
Recently, I looked
Yeah, like
at
we're
something.
definitely doing well. We've had like almost 0 cases every day, but it's like I don't know. Like it worries me.
Yeah,
like we've had so few cases because we've been careful.
Yeah.
I recently looked at some statistics that said like 220 people have recovered, 49 confirmed current, and 6 deaths.
Yeah.
So,
And we're doing
yeah.
a lot better than a lot of the other provinces. Like Ontario and Quebec are doing like really bad. I think BC isn't doing very well. But like
Yeah,
I don't know, like
BC.
Quebec, like recently, I don't know, like within the last 2 weeks, they had like 800 cases in a day. Like that's insane. Like what are they doing?
Nothing.
I don't know.
Okay,
Licking
I don't.
everyone.
come into our
I don't know what
house.
people in my homeland are thinking.
R.I.P. Quebec viewers.
Yeah,
We're
sorry,
from
Quebec
Boston,
viewers.
just at
Stay
the-
home,
the
stay
bus
safe.
drive.
Stay home, stay safe, y'all.
For you guys, I will happily be the number 7th Manitoba death from COVID.
Then you
Only
won't be on the
number
podcast
seven.
anymore.
Step it up.
Then you won't be
He'll
on the
come back
podcast
as a
anymore.
ghost.
No,
Isaac,
call
you have
a
to be-
professional taxidermist.
You have to be mighty number 9.
Why would I want to be that?
You cough more than an anime fan on prom night.
Yeah, but but yeah, like I don't really know what to say. Just like I really hope that we're all careful. I'm hoping that Manitoba is careful. It's just as careful as they were before. But yeah, but honestly, like I believe that a second wave is inevitable.
Yeah.
Just with how things are, just with like restrictions easing everywhere, like it's inevitable. Yeah. So yeah, I guess that concludes our discussion on that. let's move on
Why do
to.
my eyebrows look like this? Why didn't you guys tell me I look like this when I came on the podcast? You guys are the worst. Why did you tell me I look like an actual clown before I go?
What? I don't. What's wrong?
With my face on the internet. Look at my eyebrows.
Clown.
They're the
It's so dark, we can't even see
I
it.
don't
Yeah,
see
don't worry
what's
about it.
wrong.
I don't
Wait.
know
By the Shadow Realm.
I
All
don't see
right,
what's wrong at all.
all right, guys. So
Hi.
it's tradition in the R7 podcast that we do a little personality quiz at the end of every episode.
Right.
Ooh, post it on the
So-
What
Snapchat.
furry are
group
you? Is that today?
I'm
kidding.
pretty sure
I'm
Darian's
kidding.
gonna have a little bit of an issue with that.
I'm kidding.
What do you
Let's do
mean?
something else.
chat. Which person
Why are you
character?
coming after
Which
my
You
wig?
got
life
mad about
character?
personas last time. You said that's too specific to do a quiz.
Well,
All right.
That's it's something that someone makes to identify themselves.
I know. I was just making a joke.
Okay.
Here's, I'm Darian. This is
now-
my argument. It's
Alright.
it's
Want to hear another joke?
Got
Oh,
him.
we killed her. Oh, there you are. Yes.
All right. So
BuzzFeed.com.
We're doing
Yes.
BuzzFeed ones.
we are gonna
I
be
didn't
doing
watch The
which
Office.
I don't get Jim.
Which?
which
I didn't
which
watch The
office character are you guys?
Oh
That
my
is
god, I've never seen The Office.
Doesn't matter. Josh
doesn't
and I,
matter.
Okay.
whoever's seen it, I can give you a
Okay.
Don't worry, guys. I have a personality because I've seen The Office.
shut
Got 'em.
up.
All right.
What do you mean?
Why are
Shut
all
up,
these
he's
quizzes
right.
Share my
BuzzFeed?
I'm gonna share my
I mean,
screen on mine. So yeah.
Choose
I
a
watch it all the
job.
time, so like I'm making fun of myself too.
What is your job?
I guess sales, because I'm a sales floor associate in real life,
I'm
meaning I'm
sales.
basically
Dang.
just like in real life.
Hmm.
Choose a practical joke.
I like the
Hey,
one that
what's a
says jokes
ligma?
are sins.
Pranks are a sin. I wouldn't really prank my coworkers. I don't know.
Yeah, all these pranks are wacko.
Okay, these answers are very specific. Like I know exactly who each character is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll do the sticky note one.
This is what
Yeah,
I would
that-
do to prank a customer at a Walmart. When they ask for a Nintendo
Oh.
Switch, I'd plant a bomb on the Nintendo Switch.
Wait, this
and when
is
they got to
weirdly
their car, kill them.
Why wait till they're in the car? You can get some sweet collateral damage.
this is so weirdly arranged. I thought the question was, how many kids do you want? 1, 2, 3, 4, as many as possible. What are you eating for lunch?
Why is 0 not an option?
Yeah, 0 should be an option.
Damn, you can't. You have to have a child. That's the
I don't
law.
want children. I hate
0 to death.
children.
McGriddle!
McGriddle!
Not collecting.
McGriddle moment. Dude, I'm taking McGriddle. Alex can't have one though.
I'm
He's
still on the
alive.
second question.
I'm Jim.
Jeff.
How are
Oh
you
my
finished
god,
already?
Braden, no. One.
Scott.
Yo!
What are you eating for lunch? McGriddle.
Oh, McGriddle.
McGriddle.
McGrumble.
How do you feel about nicknames? I'm using a nickname as my alias right now.
I
Wait,
got
Isaac
Aaron.
Bond
Ugh.
is her real name.
Gross. I hate Aaron's character. She's so annoying.
What? Aaron's so funny.
Honestly, I don't think she's funny. I think like the stupidity of her character makes me angry. Like
Aw.
I get what they were trying to do, and like sometimes she's funny, and like in season 9 she's like okay, but like some of the earlier seasons, like she's just dumb, and I don't like it. It's so boring and like annoying.
I'm Kevin.
The disposable camera, that was funny
Kevin.
when she like throws in the
Kevin.
garbage.
Kevin.
Keep sorry,
I'm
what Darian?
Kevin.
I love
I'm Jim.
Kevin.
God bless Kevin.
Isaac, what'd you get?
I got Jim.
Ugh, win. You got the best character. Actually, no, Michael's the best character.
I got the best character because I'm the best character on this podcast.
You got what?
I'm
got
just
Michael
fighting
Scott.
words.
I got Michael Scott.
What do you mean?
I mean,
that's
like, I
fighting
could
words?
have
You
answered
literally
the
haven't
questions
said
to like get a
anything.
character, but I didn't want to do that.
Don't interrupt, Darian.
I've got Joe.
I got Angela.
Have we all
Joe
gotten different people?
Mama.
Angela.
Got him.
Isaac, I'm going
Yeah.
to kill you right now.
Not if I do it
All right.
first.
Wait,
You
it's
wait,
just
you
because I said
won't.
parties are a sin. I'm gonna choose a different answer. Oh, I can't.
Try it
All right,
again.
Why would
guys.
you choose parties or a sin, Alex? I know you love to party.
But like, it's the closest thing to I want to hang out in the corner of a party.
Just choose like sit back, relax, and chat.
No, the
That's
thing
Yeah.
that you do
Yeah,
is
Mina,
go
what
to
did
the
you get?
party and
What
then
did you
leave
get?
incredibly
Aaron
early.
too.
I just sit back, maybe record Super Mario Maker time.
That's
Stop
what I do at
plugging
parties.
your own things.
Yeah.
Hey guys, follow
So
my Twitter, follow my Instagram. Hey,
I'll link my Twitter in the comments, not the description, in the comments of the video.
King.
This is on Spotify.
what a king! What a king!
It's
But
on YouTube too.
yeah. What are your guys' thoughts? Yeah.
Oh wait, I retook it with a different answer for parties, and now I'm Pam.
And
King,
I agree
queen.
with that a lot more.
Nice.
who? You're Pam.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go down the line. then.
All right. But anyways, did you know that McDonald's has a chicken McGriddle?
Oh yeah.
What?
I didn't-
I've
Oh
never-
yes,
Going
yeah,
there
yeah. I
right
remember
now.
you were talking
I'm
about
going to
that.
McDonald's right now.
No, don't,
Wait,
please,
what's
you'll
the,
die.
What's the usual McGriddle? Is that beef?
Go McDonald's. Oh, oh.
It's
I've never,
the usual McGriddle.
I've never gotten a
With
McGriddle before.
sausage patty, bacon,
Susan.
eggs, with eggs and cheese, and then like the buns are like kind of like pancakes.
Is it still the hamburger? The like not the hamburger bun. Is it still the
Hamburger.
pancake bun?
It's still the pancake bun. This is
Hamburger.
literally this sounds like the driest sandwich that McDonald's has to offer. It's basically a piece of chicken with two of the pancake buns on top. So it's like chicken. It has that chicken and waffles taste to it.
Oh, okay.
At least the chicken egg McMuffin is more creative,
And then-
as
and then
like
the-
as they put like an actual egg in between
Wait.
the two English
What
muffins.
does pancake bun mean?
Pancake
It's
bun.
just like a little pancake, and then
It's literally
that's the
just a
bread.
pancake?
Have you never had a
That's-
McGriddle before?
No, I literally
I
just
mean-
said I've never had a McGriddle.
Well, I mean, I guess you only go to McDonald's at 1 a.m. in the morning.
1
No,
a.m. in the
actually.
morning.
I went to McDonald's
opposed
today,
to
but I
1
didn't get
a.m.,
anything. I got pizza,
You got
Pe-
pizza.
except
At
not at
McDonald's?
McDonald's.
My mom used to get pizza at McDonald's. They used to sell pizza,
Yeah, so
so
did my mom.
that was like their favorite like after bar food.
Wow.
McPizza?
Yeah, it was a thing for a while in the
Wow.
70s and the 80s, I think.
Yeah.
The
McPepperoni.
90s.
It was like 70s,
No,
80s.
the
Yeah, I
90s
remember.
too.
Yeah.
Because mom was born in 1979. She said she used to get it.
Yeah,
Would
my
you
mom
like
was
a-
born in 71, so like that, yeah, it was probably like 80s, 90s.
Would you like
Yeah,
a
my-
meat lovers
yeah.
pizza?
My
Yeah.
mom met Super Mario.
What? My mom just met regular Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah. So All right. So does this wrap it up for us?
All right.
All right. Yeah.
Already?
Yeah.
Maybe because I wasn't there for a portion of it, it just feels shorter then.
It feels shorter, but I also think it's been longer.
Yeah. Also, with all like the cuts in between and stuff, and having to
Oh, yeah.
yeah. It definitely has a more like recorded feel to it.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, thank you to all of the listeners on Spotify, on YouTube, and thank you for your time. Thanks once again to Abby Francisco for her time on the show.
Thanks,
Uh,
man.
And I thank my fellow panelists, my fellow podcast host, for doing this along with us and doing this
Squad
along with me.
up.
And
Word.
we'll catch you on the flippy flip. All right.
Before we went,
Yes.
my Twitter.com is Isaac Kuziva.
All
Time.
right. Yeah.
Okay.
Subscribe to that.
Okay.
Let's plug.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Sayonara.
Bye.